Have you ever visited the Chen Dingnan Memorial Hall? The Memorial Hall is divided into two exhibition areas, the old residence and the new hall. The old house you're currently in is an ancient center courtyard of the Chen family, built with exquisite materials such as red bricks and cypress wood. This building has a history of over 100 years. As we step inside, you can see on the wall the inscription that Chen Dingnan was born here on September 20th in 1943, and spent his youth in this courtyard, growing from a young boy into an outstanding politician.
Did you know Chen Dingnan, the famous politician, often said he had three mothers: his biological mother, his eldest aunt, and his youngest aunt. Here's the story. When Chen Dingnan was young, his mother unfortunately passed away early. As a result, these two wonderful aunts took on the responsibility of raising him. You could say they were aunts by day, mothers by night. In fact, during high school, he even lived with his eldest aunt for a convenience of commuting to school. Because, those mornings when you think I can sleep for 5 more minutes are always a hassle. His aunts took such great care of him, looking after him in every way possible. So, every year on Mother's Day, Chen Dingnan would write cards to these three mothers to express his deep gratitude. Just imagine, writing 3 cards at once is probably more tiring than writing just one, right? But Chen Dingnan never saw it as a chore, because for him, these 3 mothers were his strong support, always there to back him up as he grew. You've probably heard that in the past. Parent-child relationships are very serious. In those days, the bond between fathers and sons was deep, but they didn't really express it verbally. It was more like a telepathic connection. You just had to know that your father loved you. However, Chen Dingnan was different. He showed his love and filial piety through actions. There's a very special story. When he got married, guess who he chose as his best man? It wasn't some lifelong buddy, but his dad. That's right, he invited his father to walk down the aisle with him. This gesture was incredibly cool. Think about it, usually the best man at a wedding is a friend, but Chen Dingnan chose his dad, which deeply moved his father. Now, let's talk about Chen Dingnan's youth. Did you know when he was your age, he was extremely passionate about learning, almost like a straight-A student. However, he wasn't someone who specialized in just one subject. He had an interest in every subject. So, he faced a very common dilemma. Which track should he choose? Science or humanities? In the end, he chose the broader field of humanities. In his senior year of high school, something happened that completely changed his direction of his life. He watched a movie called The Nuremberg Trials, which was about the International Military Tribunal that prosecuted Nazi German officers after World War II. Here comes the spoiler. The movie discussed the principle of lawmaking and fair law enforcement, which were like shining beacon for anyone pursuing law. The judge's unwavering commitment to justice and fairness deeply moved Chen Dingnan, who was still a student at the time. So, when it came time to apply for college, he didn't hesitate to put the law department at National Taiwan University as his first choice. Think about it, while some of us watch movies just to pass the time, Chen Dingnan was already thinking about his life's ambitions. Maybe next time you watch a movie, you might find some inspiration for your own life.
During Chen Dingnan's time in university, he not only excelled academically but also showed strong leadership, actively participating in various club activities. By his junior year, he became the president of the Law School Student Council. At that time, he was incredibly proactive, working hard to fight for various benefits for his classmates. For example, he advocated for student autonomy and successfully transferred the management of the Student Activity Center to the Student Council, allowing for more freedom and flexibility in organizing events. On another occasion, he felt that the library's book borrowing rules were unreasonable, so he led a student protest, and in the end, the school actually compromised. This was a perfect example of student power in action. What's even more admirable is that, during his time as student council president, he refused to expect the so-called stipend. The 300 extended time wasn't small, and it was considered his salary for the position. But he felt that he was serving his classmates and didn't need to take any money. This was very rare in those days and showcased his spirit of selfish dedication. So, don't underestimate the power of club activities. Perhaps, like Chen Dingnan, your efforts and contributions could truly bring about change for everyone. Chen Dingnan was all about being real and getting things done. That practicality extended to his personal habits, like how he kept track of every cent he spent. Here's a funny story. When he was a student, he didn't know that in Taipei, you needed a license plate and lights on your bike. One day, he got pulled over by a cop in flight, and he didn't just throw the ticket away. He kept it. In fact, he saved all kinds of receipt and tickets to keep track of his expenses. It wasn't just about saving money. It was about being organized and improving his lifestyle bit by bit. As a young man, Chen Dingnan dreamed of becoming a lawyer or judge. He was determined to fight for justice, like a real-life hero. But when he did his military service and was assigned to the military law office, he saw firsthand how corrupt the justice system could be. It's completely shocking. Imagine thinking you are stepping into a system of fairness, only to find out it's full of flaws. After that, he was pretty disillusioned with the whole legal system. He realized that the dream he had of becoming a judge or lawyer might not be the best path for him anymore, especially in the corrupt system. So he decided to pivot and try something else. He jumped into the business world, thinking if laws don't work out, maybe this is where I can make a real impact. But no matter what he did, his commitment to justice and fairness never wavered. That thing of right and wrong stuck with him, and it ultimately helped him make a huge difference later on his political career. The lesson here: life might not always go according to plan. Sometimes you hit a roadblock, but that doesn't mean you can't find a new path to success. If you stay true to your values, you will eventually find the right direction, even if it takes a few detours.
Chen Dingnan was all about his business after starting his own company. He wasn't really into politics. His focus was on movies, music, and reading. But then, in 1979 to 1980, Taiwan was rocked by two huge events: the Kaohsiung incident and the Lin family massacre. These incidents made him think deeply about what he could do to help make the country a better place. Eventually, he realized that as an intellectual, he had a responsibility to speak up for justice. He started helping out with campaigns for opposition candidates. After some serious thought, he decided to throw his hat in the ring and run for office himself. It was a bold move. He went from being a busy entrepreneur to a politician who was now speaking up for what he believed in. That shift in his life, totally impressive. It showed that even when you think you've got everything figured out, sometimes life asks you to step up in a whole new way. When you travel abroad, do you buy postcards to send back to yourself as a souvenir? The postcard you see here is one that Mr. Chen Dingnan wrote to himself while leading a delegation on an overseas visit. He wrote Taiwan in large letters in the address field, showing that as early as 1976, he had already established a strong sense of national identity. Now, let's learn about Mr. Chen Dingnan's family life. He valued his time with his family very much and would never discuss official business during his private time with them. He was also very affectionate towards his children. At home, he played only the role of a father. with no sense of distance or formality from his position as an official. He was clear about keeping work and personal life separate, and his family fully supported him in this. In their everyday life, they didn't enjoy special privileges. For example, Mr. Chen never used the government vehicle for personal errands, nor did he use his official power to buy preferential tickets. As a result, it was common for the public to see him at train stations, standing in line to buy tickets, taking the train, or riding in a taxi just like anyone else.
Their family had a housekeeper. Due to Mr. Chen Dingnan busy work schedule, they hired Miss Shao to manage household affairs. The relationship between them was very warm. Although Miss Shao was employed by Mr. Chen, everyone in the family respected her and treated her like one of their own. Mr. Chen even gave up his master bedroom so that the elderly Miss Shao could have a more comfortable place to rest, showing his thoughtfulness and care for older people. The photo you are seeing now was taken during a family trip to Japan to visit the World Expo. At that time, Miss Shao was already quite elderly, but Mr. Chen's family, wanting to fulfill her wish to visit Japan, took her along on the trip. This gesture highlights the deep affection and strong bond between them. In early 2006, Mr. Chen Dingnan was diagnosed with disease. At first, he was deeply saddened by the sad news, feeling as though the shadow of death had descended upon him. However, not long after, Mr. Chen adjusted his mindset and chose to face the situation with a positive and cheerful attitude. With the support of his family, he started a blog titled Good Morning Dave, where he openly shared his emotional journey. In a playful tone, he even jokingly told Dave, "Tell your boss, I am a very stubborn person." This statement was not only humorous, but also reflected his resilience and courage. His attitude was truly inspiring. When facing difficult challenges, sometimes it's essential to respond with humor and bravery, and his approach gave others a sense of strength and hope. Even with all his strength and optimism, cancer is still not an ordinary disease. Chen Dingnan passed away peacefully in the hospital on November 5, 2006 at 2:26 p.m. In his will, he required to be cremated with 72 hours without a public memorial or any formal ceremonies. His simple acts to receive condolence cards, a truly unique and personal wish, reflecting his usual style. He also expressed his desire to establish a foundation to promote the idea of an honest and efficient government, support outstanding legal professionals, and care for young people, among other goals. As a result, in 2007, the Chen Dingnan Education Foundation was established. The foundation not only preserved his personal items, but also promoted his values and ideals. With the support of public, memorial parks have been set up. The foundation and the memory center thank Spirit for the support and encourage everyone to carry forward the clean sky spirit. They hope people will work hard in various fields, break through all the limitations, and help transform and regenerate society.